it's about the strategy. I feel like. I mean, a lot of people use social media just every day just to get on it and what I'm saying, see what everybody else doing and shit. But it's a lot of ways you can capitalize off of social media these days, and I think that's what we should all be trying to do since we all got access to the technology. You know what I mean? So you should try to capitalize on it and create your own type of show like you doing. You know what I'm saying? Create some type of product. Like I like messing with the AI technology and stuff they got going on. I like, you know what I'm saying? I got some of y'all can tap in with that on my IG too. Like, go check that out.
Like, you want to just briefly, you know what I'm saying, just give a few, you know what I'm saying, memories that you had with them, and the things that stood out that you want people to know or never forget about Shaq.
I mean, a lot of people know, man, he was real genuine, like a loving, caring person. You feel me? He'd ask a million questions, but he just curious. Stand up guy, like he keep it real all the time. Like I miss him, man. It's crazy.
If you don't mind, if you want to elaborate or if you can remember, bro, what's some of the plans or some of the dreams that y'all had?
We actually was supposed to drop a tape. It was called Polo Players. Yeah, it was gonna be hard. I'm telling you, it was like a Don Trip and Star Leader. I'll tell you, like it was one of the ones.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like what's going through your mind at that time?
I'm just trying to win every exchange. I knew he was going to hit me. I knew he was going to hit me hard, but I know how to get hit to where it's not as bad. But he was still catching me with some good timing. And dude, that guy hits like a freaking truck, and it's like a missile coming at you. It's so fast.
As far as your toughness, can you say it has to be necessarily innate or something that's embedded in you, like say within your lineage, like say you come from a long line of fighters and tough guys, or can someone prepare or train to be that tough, or it just has to be in you?
I don't think that you can train to be that tough. I think
I agree.
99% of the people go down like that. I'm Mexican, and I come from all the gritty side too, so I think it's both of that. Yeah, 99% of those people are waking up 5-10 minutes later.
It's LT Supreme. My original artist name was Boss Player LT. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, my younger days. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't elevate it. I didn't overall, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know what I mean? So I done a lot of soul searching and spiritual, seeking, mentally, personally, and the Supreme is just an attribute. You know what I'm saying? And it's all reference to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because overall, His mercy is supreme. And the mercy that He gave me, I'm undeserving of. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give all praise to the Most High. And then, I'm gonna pop my shit a little piece because you told me to, fam. I'm that nigga for real. So, it's all God by the vibes.
Really, I say in general, that's my idea for not just the hood, but the whole city. I'm trying to show a better image as far as like motivation wise.
Yeah.
You can get it. You can get out of here. You can do what you got to do. Like I said, I'm part of the new breed, and that's really entailing like getting money and getting yourself out the hood. I'm not saying that in the old school way, that's not what they was doing, because I got to shout out Robert Love, Big Al,
For sure.
people like that, Luke Kane. They set the standard, but what I'm trying to do is expand. You know what I mean? And really show people that we can do more, not just in the hood that I'm in, but in the whole city, every hood in the city, because I really want Pensacola to expand. So that's what I'm on. Basically, it's just a vision that I seen, and it ain't just come from me. My family background, my grandparents, they instilled it in me. Feel me, pastor and evangelist, and then my whole family. They work hard. They showed me the way to do things. We always gave back, so that's just something that's always been in me.
I'm actually leaning towards what I really want to do. I started off singing gospel, so.
Is it gospel or more so an inspirational type of genre?
Gospel.
I mean, I respect it
Like-
because a lot of artists that I've been speaking to lately that have, of course, you can say turn over a new leaf or is in that evolved chapter in their life, and they no longer want to make that music, and they make more so inspirational music, which is still like you can say secular type, but it has that message and where you can still play it in
No
church.
secular at all. Like
So
no secular whatsoever. And you have to be consecrated.
Talk about it.
I'm getting emotional right now. For real. Like, I ain't even think that was finna come, but you got to get consecrated. People are dying.
For sure.
God is coming back. I don't even know why I'm saying this right now,
It's meant to be heard.
but God is coming back. And you got to be right. So when I do this, I ain't doing no cussing. I ain't going to be in nobody club. None of that. This is for real.
No, for sure. And like I said,
I'm going back to the old where I started, where I should have stayed on.
so this is gospel.
Gospel with a choir, live band. This is gonna be for real.
You give your picks as far as your favorite fight movies.
Yeah, I give you 3. I say Rocky 4 when he fought the Russian. That shit got me right.
Drago.
Yeah, when he fought Draco.
You fuck with Rocky, or you just like that particular movie? You really
I fuck with Rocky. I don't like the first one.
I fuck with Rocky.
I fuck with
You
Rocky.
don't like the first one. You fuck with Rocky, but you don't like the. You don't
Bro,
fuck
for
with
some
Rocky.
reason, I just can't get into the first one, bro.
You don't fuck with Rocky.
He wasn't even on shit in the first one, bro. Like, he was just getting to himself. But I ain't gonna lie, this controversial.
We
Everyone
don't
says
fuck with Rocky, dog.
Rocky, I swear, bro. I swear I fuck with Rocky, bro. I like Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 is really my go-to, but for sure. But I would say Rocky, just that one movie, and I would say it's a movie called The Warrior. That's a good ass movie. We was talking about that at the gym the other day. Y'all should check that out. It's an MMA movie.
Yeah.
And then Never Back Down, just off of the classic of it. Just I remember being a kid, I was like, damn, I want to do that. Bro got the girl, bro won the little street fight at the end. So I would say Never Back Down was the third one. But yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't say Fight Club.
Fight Club
glad.
good,
I'm
but
glad
Fight
you
Club
didn't say
good,
Fight
but I don't
Club.
think I wouldn't put it in my.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in
I
an
wouldn't
actual
put it.
fight movie.
Nah, and I might be
Fight
forgetting
Club,
the movie,
shut
but-
up. I mean, it's hella movies.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
hella
like you
movies.
ask me like me.
Yeah.
I fuck with shit like Undisputed.
Yeah. I see.
Well, can you explain your fighting style?
Yeah, I would say definitely a striker. I think everyone loves to see
Be
knockouts.
knocking motherfuckers
Yeah.
out, man.
People-
I love to see it too.
Yeah.
I love all aspects of fighting, man. But yeah,
But the knockout is just
Definitely.
it's so crisp, and just striking. But obviously, Team Remedy, we do just as much wrestling, just as much grappling and jiu-jitsu. But fighting style, I like to be pressure heavy and put them on their back foot, because early in my when I first started fighting, I was trying to be like a counter fighter, but you got to put them in deep waters, drown them, and then you'll open up for the big shots there.
That's what's up, bro. Well, shout out Team Remedy. Of your catalog, we're diving into your inventory. What's your favorite project so far?
Color Cavalry.
Plug it.
The Color Cavalry coming out on December 19th for the second showing. Just because this was actually, like I said, my first directed feature film. I've directed like short films and other things like that before. It's just it's like a lot went into it, man. We just got emotional at the end trying to finish that first cut, you know. And then like the night before the premiere, I was working on it. Literally, I was going through each frame. And you know, there's 24 frames in a second. I was going through each frame. I was checking the sound on everything. So that's my best, because everything came together, like the sound, the acting, the story, the audio. I was trying to work on my audio. I'm still working on my mixing on my audio, but I'm getting better and better with that. That's always what I want to work on each film, just to get that audio crispy. Because like a lot of the times, like one scene when we had the boom up, the house wasn't, the electrical wasn't insulated, so you hear just like the whole time, bro. So like I had to clean that out, and then I had to put back the environmental scenes. I had to put back in the footsteps, like all the little mosquitoes and the birds. I had to put all that stuff back into it. So I had to like break it down, clean it up, and then put it back together again. So I really put like a lot of effort into this, along with color grading and editing and the flow and the pace. So yeah, that pretty much that one. That's like my baby.
So I made my debut there. beat the guy in like a minute and 30. Like I submitted the guy, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like this stuff. And now I'm 15 fights in total, with amateur and pro. So, and just keep on going. So it went from, oh, let me just try this thing out to I'm a professional athlete. So it's going pretty good, I guess.
And like I said, I'm an observer at this particular point. But with your amateur career, that was pretty short. Pretty short. Is in your opinion, is it pretty short?
I think my amateur career, I think, was longer than a lot of MMA amateur careers now. You see a lot.
Different.
Yeah, boxing's a little different. You rack up so many fights.
Yeah, I'm used to hearing those records and shit.
Yeah, boxing, kickboxing, you would have way more. Yeah, you would have way more.
That's what I was. That's what I was anticipating. Like, tell me one of these. Like, I'm thinking you was like in the Kumite type shit.
But we human, so in this realm, we sometimes we fall to that emotion. Like, damn, maybe it'd be easy if I just bolt myself down real quick. You feel me? But in actuality, you don't even know who looking at you like you the star. And bro, I'm just realizing this shit. Nigga leaving me comments and messenger comments like, man, you're an inspiration. Like your music, like the different things you talk about in your music, like you really creating a wave for yourself that people are really catching on to. Like you not doing shit like nobody else. You just really just doing you and staying in the lane that you got down created. So sometimes, bro, we got to know that. Even here, right now in this moment, this shit is bigger than us, bruh. And all we got to do is play our role and goddamn do the righteous thing, my nigga. Yeah. You feel me? Like, and understand, we live in a wicked world. I want y'all to hear this. If you don't hear nothing that I say tonight, we live in a wicked world. So to navigate in this world, you have to adapt some sense of wickedness just to know what you faced against. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's not,
gotta understand both sides,
right? You still moving correctly, but you knowing how the opposition is playing, so you're aware of what's going on around you at all times, bro.
Playing chess.
Come on now, it's not checkers, homie.
But in saying all of that, do you feel as if women should be paid just as much as men, or should be paid more?
I definitely think they should be paid equally, just as much.
Just as much?
Yes. I feel like there's even which is sad, there's some NBA players that don't touch the court, that don't play nothing, but they still getting they still getting $1 million in their salary just by sitting on the bench for a living.
I mean, practice squad is a lot. I mean, that starting five, who you think those starters are playing in practice?
I know, but still, I feel like that's just, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but, that's crazy considering, you got star WNBA players not even making half of that, which is, and how much women's basketball is, growing and how much traction is getting, and it's still, you get paid more in college than you get paid in the WNBA. They offering students in college millions of dollars, NIL, or the school's paying them that much, but in the WNBA they don't get that. So it's just I mean, I guess we moving towards something with the college, but I feel definitely WNBA should get some love.
He's being celebrated for being educated, because in middle school I started to dumb myself down because I got tired of people trying to cheat off my tests. I got tired of doing the work for everybody, so I gotta get them dumb. Then it's the only way I'm gonna make it out of here. But with Aaron McGruder, nah, he was being super smart. And it was weird because I was told I wasn't black for being too smart, but then I got this person exceeding, and I'm like, okay, cool. I can be black and smart. I don't have to be dumb. I don't have to just fight every day. I don't have to do just dumb shit. I don't have to fail. I don't have to fail. I'm glad you said I don't have to fail to live. And that's a weird thing, right? I don't know. It's weird.
We're so great, we're conditioned to fail by losers.
And that's just when you weaponize them symptoms, it could be a dangerous thing. And that's not just even with symptoms, just with anything. anything that's supposed to, like, you know, anything that's supposed to, like, draw you back or hold you back, if you identify the bad things in your life and turn them around for good, and it can happen, and that's when you just become a real dangerous man, like, you know.
And that's where I also humanize us too, because the difference between the animal and who we are as human beings is the ability to harness that aggression and anger to focus on achieving a specific task. And to be revolutionary is to achieve liberation, even fighting for people who don't know they need fighting for. You know, so harnessing that aggression. That's honestly what got me through law school. I stopped watching TV back in 2015 and playing video games, because every time I saw a Trayvon Martin verdict or a Sandra Bland or Mike Brown, that was that whole wave during 2013 and 16. I was out there out in Sterling, and the VR shoot, bro, it became that trauma porn, and I can't even see that. I live it too much.
I only watch them type of videos.
You can't.
And shit.
I live it too much. You can't.
But for anyone that's going through any mental illness, I think the way you have to look at it is the only way to look at it. That if you having a bad day, it don't mean the sky falling. If you having a great day, it don't mean you heal. And neither one of them motherfuckers got nothing to do with tomorrow. So you just got to learn to reset. Let yesterday to be yesterday. Let tomorrow be tomorrow. And keep everything 5 feet in front of you. You know, you're going to have a relapse of emotion. You know, nothing gets under my IED skin like my heart. So when my girlfriend say some shit, I lose all coping skills. I lose everything, and I snap. But if somebody on the street that want to test me, and knowing how hard I work for where I have to be, knowing one arrest would take away my whole entire career in the mental health field, I learned coping skills. But because, you know, but when with somebody you love, you lay down with, I see, and that's just my thing. And I just have to be
on that, though. I don't want to be intrusive.
No,
I want
you
you to
good.
get all a lot, but I like to just interject and engage, because I would like a deeper understanding, and maybe it'll be project a deeper understanding to the viewers. But as far as what you just said, as far as that particular disorder in reference to your female, the person that you hold close to your heart, how that can be effective, is that as far as how that's rooted into the disorder. Is it the aspect as in it's you in this position that I placed in my life, or I opened up to you and I was vulnerable to you, so you have those keys to me in a certain aspect, and I feel like you playing with those keys right now, and you have more responsibility with what I'm saying and how I'm feeling and what you're retorting back to me. So I hold what you say in high regard, because I gave you those keys and let you into this vulnerability that is my heart. Is it rooted in that?
It could be rooted in both.
Okay.
And because I had to face my truth with it all, because my baby mama, she hid a camera in the bathroom, took a video of me butt naked, loaded a needle up in her bathroom, you know what I mean? Sent it to like my parents, my grandparents, my other baby mama, a bunch of people around Milton. And, you know, and she apologizes for it all the time. I tell her not to, because that really forced me to, like, I couldn't hide it no more. You know what I mean? Like, I had to face it. So it was like, I think that was a big step in to kind of everything I had. And then a week later, well, that night, she got arrested. The girl I was staying with, the lady I was staying with. And I had the key, all the kids was there. I woke up in the middle of the night, random as fuck. And, like, went to go see if she was in the room. She wasn't there, so I was blowing her phone up. The next thing I know, a cop calls back, and she about to go to jail because she has left at like 2 a.m. to go get an 8-ball of coke, and it had needles on her and shit. So I'm in this house that she's already about to get evicted from with 5 of her kids, and I'm at rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? I finessed my way into this house, I had a place to stay, you know what I mean? And she was already getting evicted like in like 10 days. So I'm like figuring it all out. And that's when about a week late, like through that process, about a week later, when the eviction was about to happen, that's kind of when I woke up and I just wasn't sick anymore. And like I said, I tried thousands of times to get clean, and I couldn't like shake the sickness. So to just wake up and like not be sick anymore, when you're shooting like an 8-ball fentanyl a day, that's like crazy. And that's and then I got hit up by the fight, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I just was like holding pads and like helping this kid with boxing. I get clean like in a weird ass way, have an epiphany with like myself spiritually, like facing my truths, and then I got offered this fight, so that's how it like got me into the fighting situation too, and
type shit. So just moving around with him, and it kind of came in, you know, it's derived from my last name, so it just stuck. So and it wasn't really like a one that I kind of gave myself the Kazi part of it. They just call me Lil Kaz, but yeah. So you know, some people call me Kazi Kaz, whatever. So a lot of people call me Cozy when I go Chick-fil-A, and I tell them Kazi, they say Cozy. I don't. Yeah, we get to that too, man. When you see my name spelled Cozzy, man, if I took the C off that motherfucker, it would say what?
Ozzy.
It would say Ozzy. So why the hell when you put a C on there, you would think that my name say Cozy? Yeah. Why the hell would they think that? You know what I mean? For all my folk play with me online and shit on 2K and shit, bro, it's Kazi goddamn, bro, not Cozy, bro.
Don't tell me they mess up your name, man.
Bro, every time. I don't even care to correct it, bro. I just answer to all of it. But yeah, man, Kazi. Yeah. And then
what's up?
You say how my background, man.
Yeah, you
hey,
kind of tied it in with your pop, but you could definitely elaborate with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, background, man, crib, man. I'm just from here, man. You know what I mean? Did a lot of moving around right after middle school. I started moving. I moved to Chicago, and then I moved to Virginia Beach, and then back to Chicago, and then back here for senior year. So it was just a lot of moving around. Then I moved after high school to Tampa. We did some time in Tampa, and then I ended up in Charlotte. So Charlotte is where I'm at now. Love that place. It's one of them places where it's like I kind of felt like a second home instantly when I got out there. But it's dope, and but I love home, so I'm always talking about home wherever I'm at. So you know what I mean.
But what do you think being the hottest DJ consists of, or should be judged off of?
First of all, being hottest is popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this on record. I don't give a damn if I'm gonna listen. I write my DJ earnings off on my taxes, and if somebody else can't do that, then they could be the hottest all they want to. I'm paid. Some people need cheerleaders. Me, I'm building a legacy. If my kids want to go DJ and they be like, my mother was a DJ that did touring, she did radio, she did this, I'm leaving a legacy for them. And I'm leaving them enough money so that they're gonna be straight.
Yeah.
That's what I care about, and if that's like, we not in the same bracket if that's not what someone else cares about.
Mama used to party, and I always used to be like, man, I'm gonna go on tell you, I want to party like my mama sometime. I want to be able to have a house and do what I want to do. So one day, I seen my uncle around 5 more people in the corner, and I said, Mama. She said, yeah, son. I said, why uncle them ain't partying like y'all? She said, he ain't got no job. I said, he don't have a job. She said, he don't have no job. So I tiptoed in the room, went to walking like a little, you know. I got on my knees, said, God, I want a job. I don't want to be like my uncle. I want to be like my mama working and to get some things out of life. I said, show me, God, what I can be. And guess what? Straight up, he showed me. He showed me a mail carrier. Listen to me. I'm looking at the wall, but it's a vision. He giving me a vision of a mail carrier. You about to laugh at this one. A vision of a barber. And a vision of a doctor. And I almost threw up. He showed me that, like somebody was operating. Each one of them, he showed me a mailman or mail lady walking. I can remember that clear as day. The second one, he showed me, like I got this vest on. You know, the barbers will wear the vest and stuff. It was a barber vest, though. And he showed, back in the days, it was an afro. I always had an afro. I always had here. And then the third one, he showed me a doctor operating. As he showed me the doctor operating, I said, come on, God. I said, man, you know, and he started laughing. That's why I tell people, God is hilarious. He's strict. And I'm gonna touch on something else. Mommy touch you on. I had an encounter. I was sleeping in my bed.
But I went in the Christian route because I could feel a connection to God sometimes when we were singing the music. But I didn't resonate with
I get my ministry through music for real.
Yes.
For sure.
So I didn't resonate with the like hellfire and brimstone side of things. And I remember thinking as a kid, like, why would God put all the answers in the Bible if not everyone can read? And I was like, well, he probably put them in nature as well. And when I look around in nature, I'm like, that's God. That's God in action.
It's the man-made books.
Yes. Yeah. God made this tree. The tree is like perfect. And I see there's beautiful fractals in nature, and to me, nature is the proof of God. And so I love being in the forest, especially. I feel like trees are these beautiful beings, like they're sentient beings. Mostly because one time I was on a mushroom trip and I was journaling. There was a lovely tree overhead, and I remember the moment where I jolted. I was like, because I realized I felt like the tree was watching me. And he was like this, like looking at me, and I was like, are you...
You didn't know the tree was there before you even sat down.
No, the tree, at that point in my life, the tree was just like an inanimate object. Yeah. And then as the mushrooms hit, they were like, there's a guy watching you. And I was like, wow.
It was a tree all the time.
It's the tree, yeah.
But the presence, you felt
yes.
Okay.
And I got so freaked out, I said to my friend, like, I think the trees are watching us. And she was like, yeah. But why would they be doing anything but smiling? And I was like, ooh, yeah, if these are these beings, I mean, they are beings, that can't be really argued. It is being here now. I'm talking about this one right out here. And it's breathing, and it's changing molecules into oxygen, and it is in pure, perfect meditation, worshiping sunlight and water. And by doing that, it's just like just a beautiful breath of life for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 200. I think the oldest tree is like 5,000 years old or something. It's just been there meditating. Like, what a perfect being. How could I not want to be amidst these beautiful beings that are in pure, perfect meditation? They're they're monks, but as wooden, perfect beings without the human part. And when I go into the forest, it feels like I'm just in awe of them. It feels like a temple. It feels like church. It feels like I'm laying in the most beautiful, pristine church, and it's not man-made at all. This is way better than the Sistine Chapel. This is way better than Gaudi's Sagrada de Familia. It's just beauty. It is beauty. It is. And I'm laying on a bed of moss, and I'm listening to a stream trickle by, and this water's been here since the dawn of time, passing through dinosaurs and Jesus and all the things. Like, this is perfect. How could I want more than this? So that's how I feel about the forest, and I feel like when I'm there, God is constantly playing music, and you can tune to whatever channel you want to hear, and beauty's going to pour through.
I love it.
So that's where I get forest gospel, because I love being in the forest. I love hearing the music. And I don't know, some people, I don't know if this is the real word, but I guess it's called clairaudience or whatever, but you can like hear music coming through. So really, if I get quiet, and I think this is true for everyone really, I assume that if you get really quiet in a place that feels perfect to you, such as the forest or the beach or wherever, music is playing, and you just write it down. Like, I feel like I'm stealing from the sky. Like, sometimes these songs come in so quickly, I'm like, oh, what'd you say? Okay, and you change it. And I've had
plagiarism.
Yes, truly. I'm like, I can't even claim that this is my song. I just was there to receive it. And I like how Rising Appalachian, they're a cool group. They call it song catching, I think. And I like that, because it's got all the music that ever could be is already made. It's already out in the cosmos. You just happen to be the one to pull it in, ground it into the space for others.
That's dope. No, that's dope philosophy, a dope way to think about just life. And I love how your brain works, and it's definitely a breath of fresh air and a complete 180 to my facetious layer. I'm a clown, but yeah. Just thinking about it, it's a tree. If I were to be on a trip and I just imagine if I was to witness a tree or to observe a tree.
Observing you.
Yeah, witness a tree observing me and imagine what this tree would be thinking or would be smiling. I would be thinking the tree would be like, I can't move.
You know what I mean? Fabo, and that's my boy right now. That boy gonna put me on the show.
Baby.
Shout out Fabo, man. Bow Life Entertainment. Y'all better get with him, man. For real. Real legend. Real legend promoter out here, man. For real.
Man.
Been out here. But yeah, man, all this, like, everybody used to be tapped in with us.
shoot pool.
Like you talking about the edge, like you talking about dimensions. When it changed from dimensions to the edge, that's when we was in there. You feel what I'm saying? We was the young niggas in that bit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how we used to get down, man. And we just started, when it came down to bumping with anybody or whatever, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So I just became part of the gang. And yeah, look up 15-some years later, we still here. We done lost everything, lost everybody. I mean, shit ain't how it's supposed to be, but hey, I'm still here. So if I'm here, Pinehead's still here. That's how I always looked at it. You know what I mean?
Give me a memory from one of the Pinehead parties that's always just memorable or notable that come to your mind.
Man, bro, me and Stokes was all day. We was we had a Super Soaker party.
Yeah.
See, this thing, we had water guns in the club. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't even thinking about like this shit we doing. And we was like, man, we don't know if they gonna even participate, bro. If they gonna really come in here and get wet, like this summertime shit, like if they gonna really do it. So Stokes went and bought this
What ain't get on the
water
DJ shit?
gun.
I was about to say in the building.
Yes, inside of that bitch. She got on the walls and everything. Ain't nobody give a fuck. On the carpet and everything.
I'll be thinking about the electricity and shit.
Man, that shit, the DJ booth was at the top.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about how the Bunny Club, DJ booth was up there. Yeah, it was Bunny Club, yeah. So,
Edge.
Man, Stokes got this shit. It was a water gun with a book bag, and that bitch had a hose on it. That bitch said, I'm just gonna go in that bit and start spraying their ass. So we like, and if they start, we gonna see if they start doing shit back.
Fuck with it or not.
Yeah, that bitch came in there. Everybody looked up and started tripping at first. Everybody started having fun. Everybody started pulling their shit out, and it was, hey, that shit was a party, man. I'll never forget that shit. That shit was like, you ever seen Nelly is getting hot in here when the water broke?
Yeah.
That's how that shit looked in there. If I could give an example, that's how that bit looked.
And it was like a meme that was like, oh, they lied to us. And we always thought clubs looked like this. We were little.
Nah, that bit looked like that night, boy, for real though. But yeah, that's one of my biggest memories. Man, we just used to have that bit locked up like superstars as young niggas, like I said.
But what brought you all to actually collaborate together? Like, what made you all say, hey, we can actually do business and make magic music together? Who extended that olive branch? Was it mutual? How did that come about?
The extension came from Carell. We met at an event, and she was like, let's work.
Okay.
And we just kind of clicked after that, definitely.
What type of event was it? Was it one of your performances? Did you hear her sing, hear her music, and you was like, we need to collaborate? What was the...
We were on the same platform. It was Womanhood in Lavender. Haley, DJ Hell, she put that on, and we both were performers on it, and we heard each other, and she approached me.
Okay, all right. Well, for one, I would like for either one of you to take this. Can we please introduce the project that we are going to be listening to tonight? Why are we all here tonight?
Okay, I'll take that one. So the project is JD&C. That's what we're calling it for right now. It might change, who knows. Anyway, there's 5 tracks on it, and we're also going to be listening to the newest single, Ride.
With the flat tops, bro, they was on it,
New
bro.
Jack Swing dance.
New Jack Swing, yes, they were the New Jack Swing kings.
High cardio.
Yes, they were the new, bro. Hit it.
I gotta see it.
Yes, at the same time. And right. So we were in the 5th grade, and it was funny too because it wasn't even no camcorders at the time being recorded. So Rico, he hits the New Jack Swing. He does a spin move and hits the splits. Comes back up, does another spin move and hits the splits. The crowd goes crazy. Our 5th grade class is going nuts. And then I had to go after that.
Bringing somebody into believing in themselves and showing them the outcome after, walking them through the whole way Cause I done brought a motherfucker from outside that got out of prison that was doing this shit right here. And you feel me? Brought the nigga in the house, made the nigga beat and all. You feel what I'm saying? Come in here, do your song, bro. You just got out the jail, out the prison.
You may have saved his life with that.
Exactly.
Because you said something, I'm gonna take note of it, not take it personal, but I'm gonna take care of it, and I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna show you that I can do that. Because once you do that, that shuts down everything else that they gotta say. And for the ones that do want to come back for more, those are the ones that you know are trolling. Those are the ones that we call trolls, because they always trying to dig deep, trying to get to where you did hit your soft spot. Whereas you got to keep this stuff work relative.
There's two parts to it. So first part is van. It's a very easy word. It's also reversed. It's like the first letters of the place I grew up at, which is Navarre, which is like the neighboring city to Pensacola. So it's kind of like a homage thing for me. And then my brother part was like, it's a part of like the motto of what my brother Van, the brand, stands for, which is like community, which is like family, which is like togetherness. So it's like, it makes everyone have to call me their brother, whatever color they are, whatever creed, whatever nationality, you know what I'm saying, gender. You know, I got old white ladies saying that's my brother Van. I got young black kids saying that's my brother Van. You know what I'm saying? I got the Hispanic kids turning up saying that's my brother Van.
Feel me? Police end up pulling off. Feel me? I don't know if somebody got shot. I think somebody's ear got shot.
Somebody got Donald Trump.
Yeah, listen. Hey, somebody got like, all right, and it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Catch this, bro. My mom and them were there. My mama was like, "Oh man, I'm about to have a panic attack." Oh man, nah, like it was so much. It was so much. Like it was so much going on there. Some chicks had faded in that bed. Somebody got hit with a heel. All kind of sorts. Like it got bad, bro.
What's up? For sure. What's holding Pensacola back?
Support.
Support from outside or support from one another?
Support from one another. Everybody hating on one another.
Talk about it.
Support.
Talk about examples that you've seen, stories that you've been seeing as far as like firsthand how Pensacola needs to up their support.
Like now, bro. Like as of right now, like when I say everybody hating on one another, bro, we went to school with each other, like back in school, play football with each other. And shit, now we got out of school, everybody going their own way. Everybody beefing with the same niggas we done went to school with.
Yeah.
Same niggas we done grew up with.
For no reason.
Same niggas we done sit at the same table with. Niggas spent the night with.
Damn their family.
Damn, like for real, damn their family. Now you want to kill a nigga for no reason. You ain't killing a nigga about no paper.
And even then, you know what I'm saying? Paper come and go. And it be a petty ass amount.
Be petty ass people. Like, y'all got lack of support in Pensacola against one another, bro.
That's what's up, man.
And we come together, bro. Mobile, like 45 minutes away. Them folks got hella support. You got people blowing up out of Mobile left and right. And we can't even get nobody from Pensacola to go industry. That's crazy, bro.
Nah, but that's real. That's real. I ask everybody that, man, like what's holding us back? And we all see it. It just, even though like this is a beautiful city, bro, like people in it see it as a barrier, bro, and they treat each other like crabs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. Do you see people change as you succeed and as you know what I'm saying, gather the motion that you get? Do you see people change around you?
I want to say change, because I don't really be fucking with nobody, but I'm in my own lane. So if a nigga change, he been hating on a nigga back then.
Type shit.
That's how I feel.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
Good.
I was saying, yeah, that's all to that.
Okay. Who are some of your influences or motivations? What you do it for? Who you do it for?
My grandma died a year ago, man, so I do it for my grandma right now. Every day I wake up, I'm like, shit, my grandma, that's for sure. She want me to do this shit for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro.
I was around those people. I was around the sitting on Swole. Those people, little Lele Nails. Jack Ball Nails.
Yeah,
I was little. But I was right there in Marina Court. My brothers and them used to cut they hairs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Like,
Jackie. But
yeah, like Riddler, all them people and stuff like that. My brothers now like you up under me. My brothers now was right up under them. So they was up under them boys, Skrilla and them, all them folk, G-Funk and them, and all them folks. My brothers up under them.
You gotta
Well,
really be here to understand.
to know these
this
names,
jargon,
like
you feel me?
And I was
Yeah.
so young, like my mama was doing her thing, so y'all gotta watch our brother. So guess where I was at? I was with them. Lil Knight, that little chop brother, that elbow little brother.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne or Cash Money. Lil
Yeah,
Kid.
like I was there on the scene. Y'all wasn't paying me no attention, but I was always there. You know what I'm saying? And so like going back to where I left, bruh, I left because like you said, we was living crazy. Shootouts, fights, women, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even so. It was like other people in my family was telling me and my mama, "Hey, boy, you about to do something. You about to get up out of here."
And it was destructive and not productive.
It was definitely not. It was definitely not helping. You know what I'm saying? It was not productive at all. So they seen me going down the route that they didn't want to see me go. That they knew you know what I'm saying? Boy, you going down the route that you ain't gonna handle. So let me do you and everybody else a favor and let me get you up out of Pensacola.
Where did you relocate?
The first spot was Morrow, Georgia, bro. But it was always Georgia. But that's why I went first, bro. And DJ Mama took me there. DJ Mama.
Was it after his passing?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. She was the one who said, like, I'm about to move, I'm leaving, and I don't care who don't like it, but you coming with me. She told that to my mama. We was sitting in my mama's living room, and I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Dino lived with me, my mama. We all lived together. If Dino was out here, he'll you know what I'm saying? He'll verify. He'll vouch. Bro, that lady said, I don't care who like it, he leaving. When I left and went to Georgia, Dino was still living with my mama, bro. Not to say that he was doing bad or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Because we were chilling.
Yeah.
But I lived with Dino. We had bachelor pad. You get what I'm saying?
And at what age?
Bro, I was like
I'm
16.
gonna say it's over a decade ago.
Yeah, bro, I was like 16, bro. We were young.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, I'm taking in out the whole story, bro. I don't want to miss anything. I want you to get all you need to get out, bro, because this is gonna be a fucking
yeah,
classic
man,
for sure. What is some advice you would give to these young women in society today?
You need to have multiple streams of income. You need your education. You need to exercise, drink your water. If you have dreams and aspirations, go for it. Do them. Do them while you're young. If you don't have any kids, take advantage of every opportunity that you can then. And if you do have kids still,
it's never too late.
Get that village, get them to help support and motivate you to move forward and succeed. That's what I would say. I feel like I was set up to be great. I don't feel like it was like a big setup, but it was just the initial, the seeds. You can do this. Like, I did poetry, draw, sing. All of those things helped develop into this artist that I am today.
And we definitely need more outlets for people that don't have that particular freedom initially.
When I was in Las Vegas, I went to the West Las Vegas Art Center. They had a summer program. In that program, I learned how to play the steel drums, the bass guitar, tap, African dance. I learned how to draw more in depth. I learned how to be an on-air radio disc jockey. Like, I learned so many things over the summer. Like, tap in, get that education. If it's something that you like or you're interested in, do a deep dive into it.
So advice to women, do more.
Do more. Don't be stagnant. It's okay to get your rest. Because, baby, I was in the bed most of the day today resting. Serious.
I can do it. What is the best advice that you've ever been given? It can be more than one.
Get out my own way.
It's so much. I think the money when the money disappeared, it started making people do things that they normally wouldn't do, like robbing and acting a fool. But then everybody had their own. So it was just a peaceful city. Every holiday, man, we fled. We never left the city on holidays. Now everybody be getting away because, you know, it's nothing to do in their eyes.
Like you just said, though, like definitely it's hate that comes with being in poverty.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, even the people that got money now, like, they still hate each other. Like,
Yeah.
where did that come from, or when did you see that shift?
I think the people that got money don't have enough to where it ain't worth the hate. The ones that got, but the ones that still hate with money just getting it, and they ain't used to having it. Cause once you get comfortable having money, nothing is worth taking you off the street or taking you off. You know, make you. When you have money, you see somebody with money, it's people look at it like, you know what, that's motivation. But if you don't got no money and somebody got money, you think about how can I get their money. So as long as you keep on thinking I could take, and some of us black people have mentalities, is as long as you doing good, I can't do good. You know what I'm saying? You in my way, or you taking away what I deserve.
Or I don't want to cut you off at all, but piggybacking off of that same mindset, but add on to it, or the mindset that we only have but this one lane, or but a couple lanes. I got my lane, you got your lane, we got so many lanes, dog.
Yeah, and that be the problem. That's the problem that people don't see it, because like when me and my homeboys, when we start seeing, all of us have that hustle mentality. We start seeing, dog, the dope boys making all this money. And we start thinking, we can't sell dope. We don't even know enough about it to sell it. So we start saying, well, this how we say our thing. Honestly, it sound like some nerd type stuff. Like, okay, how they making dope? Man, they making dope with pages and phone. You know what? We gonna open a phone company. They gonna have to come see us to keep their business going. So we opened a phone company, and then we got, they kicked us off the radio and everything. Man, we had people come to see us because our whole slogan was stop paying your phone bill and come through us. Like if you have Verizon or whatever, you come to us and we'll jailbreak their phone and put you on our plan. We jailbreak the phone. So we had so much stuff coming there, but we start a hustler. If you have a hustle mentality, and if you just really don't be on no BS, man, you're going to figure out a way to make some money without having to take from nobody else. And that's how everything we did with phones. Then once the phone started drying out, we're like, well, listen, what else can go on? You know, people want to do shows. So I started doing shows. Then I started saying, well, I ain't got to bring a big artist, but there's so many people here, I just charge them to perform. So we started doing it. It's just always a hustle, man.
Yeah, well, she got the news from the nurse regarding her situation. In correlation to how the public may receive or deal with veterans and the lack of empathy that was shown in that particular scene.
Yeah.
Was that intentional on what you wanted to show and depict within this movie, as far as how people treat veterans, as far as, okay, y'all done seen war, this news ain't nothing to y'all, y'all prepared to die anyway.
Yeah.
Like, was that intentional, and can you speak on that?
Yeah, 100% intentional. Dalton right there ain't no sugarcoating that. That's the way as veterans we do get treated. Once you've served and you've done what you got to do, and you're no longer able to pick up that weapon, they pay you a little money, and then they say, okay, here goes some ibuprofen, and hey, we'll pay for your funeral. That's about basically it. So I didn't want to take in and not show the real on how that stuff really goes down, because
the doc didn't even show up.
Yeah, doc didn't even show up. And just even with that being the diagnosis for Kathy Walton in that particular scene, I remember when my father got diagnosed with cancer. I was in the room with him, and I'm not going to, say what hospital we were in here in Pensacola, but I just remember sitting there because my dad's legs were swelling up, and I'm sitting in the room with him, and they come back after they run all the tests, and we're like, okay, well maybe he just got a little fluid build up, blah, blah, whatever. Doctor walks in, him and another doctor, just cold as ice. All right, so your results are back. Looks like you have, we found cancer all pretty much spread throughout your body. It's at stage 4. So, and I just remember sitting there with my dad, and we just sitting there going like, okay, this is,
it's so mundane with this shit.
Yeah,
it's
almost like telling me, tell my dad he got a cold. And, you got a cold, and, but no, telling my dad to his face, you got cancer, it's stage 4.
Yeah.
And so I go like, okay, well, yeah, we're going to be able to fight this? Because I don't know. I am oblivious to what cancer, other than what I've seen on TV or whatever. Nah, he's got about maybe a month, 2 months.
And they've been too desensitized to death, bro. Cause
Yeah.
they deal with this shit every day, all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the 3600th death that they've experienced.
Yeah.
So it's
There was no
it's nothing.
remorse, no nothing in their voice when they said it. And I just remember that being the first time in my entire life seeing my dad drop a tear when he told he was mortal. That there is a clock on his life now. And I just remembered that feeling of what that was. So in that particular scene, when the actress Tiffany came in and she had to deliver that news, I coached her and said, I want you to come in and give it just like this.
I caught it.
And bruh, she killed it. She just like that. She was like, yeah, get your affairs in order. I mean,
I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you got to think about this. I don't know if you want to get more than one, but give us some of your craziest studio stories. Craziest thing you just seen in the studio, heard in the studio.
Probably one of the craziest moments was when I met Birdman. That was a crazy moment because I was in the studio working with Derez, and I was just in there working with him, playing beats, doing my thing. I didn't even know that man was in the corner. He was in the corner with like a hoodie on, with like kind of his face covered up. Then I heard that nigga say something, I'm a Playboy. I heard that Playboy. I looked up, I said, what the fuck? Birdman in the fucking studio. Yeah, but he was cool though. He wasn't saying too much. He was just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it just just meeting, bruh, after, being a Cash Money fan all them years, that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Plus, bruh, he a legend, so that was crazy to meet him. That was one of my little shocking moments, but that was like an inside thing. I ain't show it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Give me another one, if you don't mind.
Another crazy studio moment.
Yeah.
I'd say probably when Bankroll when I first worked with him.
Details, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bank. I had been trying to work with the man, trying to get him in the studio, and we had a basement that we just put together, and my studio, I had just finished it or whatever. And I just thought he wasn't fucking with me because he just wouldn't listen to my beats. He wouldn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So then one day he just came in there, he like, play some beats, G. And that's when he did the song Dead Presidents. He like, one take that motherfucker down there.
That's dope.
Yeah, so and that song was like the song that basically made me a name in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So it was a big moment for me too. And another one, when Dolph walked in my studio randomly. I got a video of it on my Instagram, man. R.I.P. Dolph. But I was in there working with Trouble, and Dolph just happened to be in our house doing a photo shoot with Vic. You know what I'm saying? My boy Vic Supreme. So
I tell you, bro, bro, y'all don't understand, bro. I got real deal legends coming up here at the platform, bro. We got my bad. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so I'm working with Trouble, and then Dolph in there doing the photo shoot. I guess Vic told him Trouble was in there. That nigga Dolph came in there. He said, "What Trouble at?" I said, "He right there." That nigga came in there and put a verse on the song. Like that shit was crazy. Like, yeah, that was a crazy night right there.
Man, long live my bro, man. Justin Smith. He was a Smith. His real last name was Smith, but I met him when I moved to Orlando. He lived in Kissimmee. He was actually a live sound engineer at Universal Studios. He was running some of the live X-Men shows. He was running sound. Right. He had a great studio at his home, and man, I went over there and did a feature for an artist one day, and as soon as I finished the feature, he knocked on the glass and said, "I need your number." So we just became great friends and brothers, and he ended up taking his own life, unfortunately. But man, we just cooked a lot of music. I think we did 3, maybe 4 albums in the span of a year. And but shout out to Justin Smith, man. Iliad, the Odyssey, Basement Beats, hell of a producer. He's the one who got me started on Logic Pro. I was always a Pro Tools pioneer, and he got me, introduced me to Logic. But dear gods, for anyone who has lost anyone and is trying to remain faithful and trying to hold on to something. And, sometimes you start to lose your grip And it's important to realize how blessed you are to have another day to grind, to rap, to sing, to hug, to eat, to swim, to breathe. Blessed to be breathing, amen. So yeah, that's where Dear God came from. And after leaving pills alone and things of that nature, I felt like it was important to implement that in that record for sure.
That's what's up. Really quick, Logic Pro. I know that's probably like the king right now, one of the kings, man. I'm still on Studio One and Soundtrap.
That's all right, man.
But if you don't mind opening up or diving into the realm of your past addictions and what you had to overcome.
Yeah, man. I want to say right now, man, for the first time in probably 8 years, I recently quit drinking alcohol. Today I'm 46 days with no alcohol, which is huge for me. I wasn't.
I feel that. That 30 bug hit me, bro, because I was doing everything I was doing since I was 19. At 30, I'm like, nah.
Right. It follows you, and I heard something the other day. They said love is free and lust costs the most. So whether you're lusting for the alcohol or the substance, the women, it's going to cost you, whether it be in monetary value or time, effort, energy. And so, I had just been drinking pretty heavy for a long time. And so I just decided to give a fresh, clean start. And people, I don't get into it often, but the people who really know me closely, which is only a few, know that I was pretty dependent on alcohol.
So it's just alcohol?
Yeah, it was just alcohol, and then for a while I was prescribed to particular medications for for depression and acute anxiety disorder and things of that nature. And I had an OG of mine tell me not too long ago, like, Ro, it's not if you can do it. Once you do it, you will unlock a superpower that you may have not realized you have. And once you unlock that superpower, you're going to be surprise is an understatement. You're going to elevate. You can change. You're already changing people's lives with your music. Imagine how many lives you can change with a sober mind. So I'm giving it a shot, man.
No, I mess with that, bro.
Maybe 16 and 24, 25. That's when I was really like engulfed in music, like to where every day, everything I did was music. Every day I woke up, studio. I had a studio in my den, all the way from the karaoke days. You feel me? But yeah, I lived and breathed music, bro. I studied words. I read all the time. I was just like trying to get an edge because I always felt like the most intelligent person makes the better rapper.
And we feel that as far as the skill, because we equate that to any type of craft, we feel that. But as far as the consumer standpoint, when we see what the people actually consume, like, damn, that's what they like.
I think people like what they're familiar with. I don't even think it's a necessary thing that people like stupid music. I just think that's what...
You don't think they like stupid music?
I think people like whatever people put in front of them. It's just like one of those things. How many times have you been listening to the radio and they play a song over and over again? That's why it's called programming. And whatever you get used to hearing, that's what you recite. And I think that people are inherently children. Like, what's the first thing you learn in school?
ABCs.
Cat in the Hat. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? Dr. Seuss, right? So it's just like there's a connection with that type of music that because we don't never really grow up as adults. We just grown kids.
It's easily catchy.
Right. So there's a connection to it, to where it's like cat, fat, hat, dog. You feel me? So when people make simplistic music with a simple rhythm, with a good rhythm, that's what takes you. It's not necessarily like stupid music. They just have a connection to simplicity. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think there can be a combination of both. But I also still think that people take to whatever you feed them. I feel that if the radio was all Talib Kweli, that's what people would like. If that's what the programming was. You feel me? It's just that people have switched the programming. Whoever's in charge of these stations have decided, or whatever the platforms are, have decided that this is the narrative that we want to push, and this is what we want. This is what's working, right? Yeah, and when something else starts selling, they'll switch it.
And I'm not here to, of course, this is the conversation.
For sure.
Ain't no yes man, ain't no, but
no, you're not supposed to be.
But of course, like, not even being devil's advocate. But I feel what you're saying, but I feel like it's so many people that, for the most part, yes. But dog, there are a lot of stupid people out here that like stupid shit.
100%. But the thing about it is that the programming determines what we are too. So if like the music is stupid, the TV is stupid, the movies are stupid, then the people are stupid. If the movies are educational, if the TV is educational, you feel me? If the movies are educational, then the people are educated.
But you don't feel like, okay, let's say we got 100 channels, and 98 of those channels are substance channels, like the shit that we actually need to feed our souls. But we got 2 channels that's gonna give us stupid shit. You telling me those 2 channels ain't gonna get traction still?
They'll get traction, but the 98 channels will still overrule those.
And I feel that.
Because if you when you go to other places and visit other countries and see something outside of Pensacola, you notice that people take on the environment. You feel me? That's just the way it is. It's just like you naturally adapt. If you come to Florida, right, hot to you is gonna be 98 degrees, right? But when you go to Chicago, hot to you is 78 degrees. You feel what I'm saying?
Don't give me flashbacks.
Yeah, so it's the climate. It's the climate. It's always the climate. So it's just like anything you can throw out there, there's always going to be a other side of it. You feel what I'm saying? To where like you can see how that happened. It's a cause and effect to all of it. And it's just all of it's programmed. Everything is by design. I don't think none of this shit is just a coincidence.
And I feel that. And from a business standpoint, and from their whole design and their infrastructure, that is, we can say the industry right now, and what they're giving incentive to, as far as the message that's on the media, on the media, whatever content that we hear, see, whatever we can see is destructive. So, and we all have a definitive answer, but we're just going to just open it for the sake of this conversation and this interview. But with the whole objective and incentive on what's selling, like you said, if they actually gave incentive to the positive shit and push that in the forefront, maybe more people would consume that shit. But we're seeing what they're giving incentive to. So definitively, what I'm asking or proposing is, like I said, we already know the answer. Not necessarily rhetorical. I do want to just hear your retort. But you can say it's kind of rhetorical because we already know the outcome. But as far as the industry's objectives, so you're saying, no, we're going to push this objective and give the incentive to this to diminish the people, opposed to, hey, we have everything out here. We have all these genres and subgenres out here, but we see what the people are clinging to, so we are going to invest in what the people are already clinging to. So, is the chicken before the egg?
Nah, it's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Give it to me.
Yeah, it's 2 birds, 1 stone. It's one of those things to where, like, if I can make a profit, right, and destroy something at the same time, right? If I can get rich off of destroying my enemy, then that's a win-win. You feel me? Because the thing about it, my main objective may be the money, right? To destroy you might be secondhand, right? But if I can destroy you and get the money, why wouldn't I? So if I got, okay, cool, I got 2 options. I can push this genre of music that will be successful and it's going to make a lot of money. Or I can push this genre of music that's going to make me even more money and I can crush my enemy. You feel me? I can keep them in despair. I can put them in a place to where they never rise. Which one I'm going to choose?
100%.
Yeah, I'm going to choose the one where I can do both. It's 2 birds, 1 stone.
100%. 100%. But to that latter point, like I say, because it's not as if those other options aren't available. Like I say, the higher ups in the industries are choosing who to give the incentive to. But it's like you got the salad right there next to all the bad shit in the buffet line. It's right there.
That's the perfect analogy.
The motherfuckers ain't touching the salad.
That's the perfect example.
So why the hell should we keep making more salads?
The salads are for the people who, because the thing about it is we want everybody's money too, right? It's the same thing. That's a perfect analogy. When you go to McDonald's, I'm sure they sell way more burgers than salads. But there's still a salad on the menu, right? But the salad is on the menu to get somebody like me to pull up, right? Who wants a salad and be enticed by the burger. You feel me? So now I can kill him too. I can kill the salad eating niggas too. You feel me? Because eventually you're going to pull up for a salad one day and say, what? Man, you know what? Let me get a Big Mac instead. You feel me? And before you know it, I'm ordering Big Macs and I bypass the salad. So that's why the salad is on the menu. You feel me?
And I agree 100%.
Yeah.
But like, I got to put devil's advocate just for the world. But I say, from a business standpoint, from that fast food standpoint, perfect analogy. Let's say, okay, we gonna make a decision this month. Nothing but salads on the menu, and let's see how business run.
do you think people are, or the business is willing to risk seeing what happens if they only serve salads?
Hell no, because they didn't start out selling salads. That's the beauty in it. That's what I'm saying is that I don't think white people or the industry set out to say, all right, cool, we're going to destroy people with music. It's something you figure out along the way. You feel me? So the burger was first. They didn't think like, all right, cool, we're going to kill people with burgers, because the burger was different initially, right? I'm putting together a great product that I feel like is going to make people buy it. A burger, right? So once I start mass producing these and I can't keep up with the quality of the burger, right? The same way McDonald's was. They had a McDonald's burger ain't the same burger it was back in the 60s or 70s when it started, right? But it's like when it's mass production and I can't appease everybody, I got to figure out a quick way to make these. And I got to make a cheaper way to make these. So now I start sacrificing the quality of the product
Because
to sell
the
more
demand
burgers.
is so high.
The demand is so high. So I have to sacrifice the quality to meet the demand, right? So now I'm making a half-ass burger just to make the money, because now the mission is not a good burger. The mission is more money.
On some like I literally moved to Tallahassee just trying to stay out of the village, bro. Like, cause when the whole time when I was in Tallahassee, so many of my homeboys, I say half my homeboys went to prison. Like literally half of them. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, I was really thankful that I moved up there. Cause I just want, cause Tallahassee, everywhere got the hood and whatnot, but for the most part, Tallahassee just had such a positive environment. Cause you gotta think about it, the majority of people you're around, they're gonna be like aspiring doctors, and you know what I'm saying, like people with futures. You know what I'm saying?
People
So
that
like,
wanted something out of life. People that wasn't projecting the hatred. That
and not even just that, dog. When it came to the music, right?
Yeah.
The music, they wasn't hating. They just was not hating on nobody. They supported anybody that came, anybody that was doing music, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never. I can't remember now time I was ever up there in Tallahassee and I seen them like shit on the artists. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? Like and I had seen it so many times at Pensacola. You know what I'm saying? So many times, like, where artists just getting shit. Cause I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just ignore you. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that is?
Man,
is it the crabs in the barrel mentality, or is it something different or greater?
Yeah, man, it's that, man, and not even just that, man. Pensacola, like, it's just weird when it comes to, like, it's just weird when it comes to, for example, when it comes to me, brother, like, bro, niggas came to me because they had to. You feel me? Like, I was a nigga, you know what I'm saying, in the city, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got to the point where, like, I remember when, like, Too Fly got me to the point where, like, nigga, if you ain't got a song hard, who are you? You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
And it's 2025. We're talking about 20 years.
Well, how long that is? Nah, cause Too Fly, cause you gotta think though, Too Fly. I moved to Tallahassee in 2004. I got on. I was working construction down that bit, and my partner, his daddy had to lay us off. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, like, I was literally, instead of going back to the project hustling, I said, fuck it. I said, man, I called my brother. My brother was out there in California. And I was like, bro, I ain't trying to go back to the crib, man, and be out there in the project, you know what I'm saying, with the bullshit, bro. I need to come out there, you know what I'm saying? And my brother was like, nigga, go to the bus station in the morning, nigga, I'm gonna have a ticket there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess he felt like it was a lot more severe than what I was saying, which it really was, but it wasn't. Like, he was thinking, like, I'm in trouble now, nigga, fuck that, nigga, get your ass out on the bus, and, you know. And anyway, long story short, I went out there.
They've been waiting for you to come.
Yeah, he was down too, man. Cause my brother, you know what I'm saying, he a Marine and shit, so like he always been away, you know what I'm saying. He did 20-something years in the Marine. So, but anyway, I got out there, bitch dog, and like he was like, man, you know, you go out there, get your job on the base, you know what I'm saying, get on at the commissary. I got on at the commissary, and then I'm talking about making good money at that bitch, you know what I'm saying, like you know, everything, they pay more out there, you know what I'm saying. So I was out there working, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But it took me a while to get on with them because them motherfuckers was like when I went to jail, my adjudication was hell. You know what I'm saying? So, but California don't know that terminology. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they had to send that shit off and figure out what it meant and whatnot. Then I finally got on. But like when I got on, I was working and shit. And my brother, man, he was like, cause he used to always just see me writing every day. I used to always like, this was back when I was a writer. You know what I'm saying? When I was just writing on paper. Yeah. He used to see me writing every day. You know what I'm saying? And then like he was like, out of nowhere he had downloaded the Fruit Loops demo, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I downloaded the little Fruit Loops, man, like whatever. And so what I did, right? I got my partner 8 Measures. I called him. He was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, out there in California. I called him like, hey man, I need you to explain this Fruity Loop shit to me in beat machine terms. You know what I'm saying? So I can make beats. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, okay, bet. So he explained it to me, and I'm using the demo version, dog. And that's when I made the 2 Fly beat. I made the 2 Fly beat. You know what I'm saying? And this to show you how much it was the demo. I had to literally like download the wave right then, because as soon as I closed it out, that shit was deleted.
You can almost hear it, like the rawness of it at that particular time.
Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But as far as the time, like you say, I'm gonna do like I did Big Bo and other artists. Of course, I can't tell you when you made the damn song, but it damn sure been about that time, because my intro to 2 Fly, this is my 2 Fly nostalgia. I remember I had to be like in the 6th or 7th grade, bro. So it was back there, and I remember on MySpace, like on my crush's page, like that was my intro to the hall, bro. I was on her page and just scrolling down, because on MySpace you had the music playing, and that was her top song, 2 Fly.
That's MySpace made me who I am right now, like literally. Like right now, that's MySpace is
so that's
the GOAT.
So that's coming. What?
Yeah, MySpace
oh my
is the GOAT,
God! Like
you know what I'm
that's like
that did it for me, dog. Like
social media then transitioned from and evolved from that.
Yeah, man.
But nigga, if you wasn't there in MySpace to see
MySpace was the
when
shit.
you log on and them loaded, you got new messages, comment, friend request.
I miss them days, man. Like I said, and I need to mention, like I said, I got turned on that bit. Like it turned me up. You know what I'm saying? Cause bro, it was crazy. Okay, like so like I said, I made the beat, right?
Yeah.
I made the beat and I downloaded that bit. I wave patterned that bitch to where I could download it and have a wave file. You know what I'm saying? Man, dog, like, do you understand, nigga? I had this beat on a wave file for like on a CD now. Like I had that bitch for about that was at least about 4 or 5 months before I got to record it. You know what I'm saying?
You say you don't write though. Did you have the lyrics already for 2 Fly, or was that a freestyle?
Nah. See, back then I was still writing on paper. You know what I'm saying? So the 2 Fly, I wrote that down on paper. You know what I'm saying? And then like but at the same time, all I gotta do once I write it down and I read it a couple times, go over it a couple times, like especially back then, because I was so active back then. Like I knew the song, right then. And like I said, like when I moved, like my brother was getting ready to go back to Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he was like, man, what you want to do, man? You gonna hold my apartment down for me and stay out here? I ain't gonna cap. I was already homesick. You know what I'm saying? Cause way out there, and then like with the part where I was at wasn't no lit parts in California. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go back to Florida, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I moved back to Florida. I moved back to Tallahassee, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? I got to Tallahassee. And you know what I'm saying, my cousin, man, a couple of my cousins came pick me up, man, and he was like, I gave him the CD. I said, man, look, man, because my whole goal, the whole time I was in California, I said, man, before I leave California, I'm gonna write me an R&B song, because I ain't have no R&B song, like none. So I got back to Florida. My cousin picked me up and shit, man. I told him put the CD in. I said, man, I gotta hit it, man. I got the R&B song. And I spit and I sung that bitch on to the beat, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin, he was recording that bitch the whole time, like on like nigga, this back, sidekick days and shit like that. He was recording that bitch, dog. And dog, I swear to God, nigga, he recorded that bitch, and that nigga, like as soon as I got through singing that shit, both my cousins told me, man, listen, man, when I tell you that bitch is a hit, that bitch is a hit. I was like, that's so, man. I was like, that what's up, you know what I'm saying? Cause people don't even know it. I had to use the women that I could think of in Pensacola that I felt like got done wrong in life. You know what I'm saying? So I used that as inspiration to write that song. You know what I'm saying? While I was in California, and it just put it on my heart. Like I'm gonna write the song about Pensacola. Like, cause no matter what,
going through that shit.
Yeah, no matter what market that I'm in, that people love me. Like I always let them know I was using the Pensacola woman, you know what I'm saying? That song, I wrote 2 Fly about Pensacola women, you know what I'm saying?
I pride myself on being honest now. I feel like a lot of people respect that.
No, definitely. And what I tried to do with this project is what I feel like a lot of artists, and not even speaking on artists from this city, like a lot of artists try to make every song sound like the last. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they find something that works, which on a financial standpoint and a marketing standpoint, you're supposed to do that. But me, I tried to drop something that if you never heard Boney, if you don't even like rap music, if you don't like me as a person, there's at least one song on this project I'm dropping that you can fuck with.
And then even like more than that, you're not limiting yourself. Like you understand that you can do this, you can do this style, you can do more than one just fucking sound.
Right.
And why limit yourself when you that talented?
Right.
I don't get it, but I get it, but no, I don't get it. Well, side question, and this is like in your own opinion, how you see it. What does the city mean to you, and what do you mean to the city, in your opinion?
The city means a lot to me because I can't forget where I come from. I know millionaires within these city lines. I know people aspiring to be millionaires, and what I feel like I mean to the city and what I bring to the city is be yourself and don't be afraid to sound different. You know what I'm saying? I bring chasing your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Staying on task. Staying out the system. You know what I'm saying? That's what I bring impact to the youth. You know what I'm saying? I bring the youth something to look forward to if they stick with something. So that's what I feel like. I hope when they bring my name up in the city, it's just positivity. I'm always rep this shit, no matter how anybody feels about it, whether you're from here or not. And that's just what it is. I'll never forget home base.
That's what's up, bro. What is Pensacola missing?
Man, Pensacola right now, what are we talking about, as a whole or music?
Because if I give more context, it kind of leads into the second part question. Let's speak about musically, because the second part question is what's holding us back, and that can kind of tie in and segue into that particular question as far as what's holding us back. Is
one of us to push through.
Ties into what's holding us back. We always want to compete against
one of us to push through, and whether it's me or whether it's another artist.
Yeah.
Once somebody, shout out to Dale. Dale has a really good deal. Like, I don't know if a lot of people know that. I don't even know if he wants me to speak on it. But Dale is in a very good position. Like some real shit. Like anybody who's ever been signed or anything like that, Dale is right there. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to the homie, man. That's Brody. But just one of us to push through. And once one of us push through, I'm talking about push through means you got a chart, like number one, or just get so big that where everybody go dig in to where you from. Like what happened in Chicago, like what happened in Orlando, like what happens in Texas or Atlanta. It's like, you know, somebody will pop out and there's so much talent in that area. Oh, perfect example is Mobile. Mobile, 45 minutes away. You got Rilo, No Cap, M.O.B. Peasy. You got Let making noise now. Mr. Biggs, you know, excuse me. I'm not going to go through all the artists over there, but somebody, Rich Boy broke the barrier. You know what I'm saying? And then Eyes was like, oh, I wonder what else is in Mobile. You know what I'm saying?
Throw some dudes like 05 or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah, but he charted number one.
Dead ass.
Charted, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. But the thing about that, like I say, it's inevitable that it's inevitable that it segues into that second part of the question as far as what's holding us back. And like you said, key example is Mobile, bro. Like, I feel like, this is my opinion. I feel like Mobile loves Mobile enough and appreciates Mobile enough as far as the citizens there, the natives there, to where they feel as if that hub or that particular region is important to where they can be celebrated, to where they can support their own as if they already made it, and that buzz travels out rather than us in a barrel or in a race trying to be the first out and saying fuck you to the next motherfucker going up, and us trying to be that one. But like you said, they got so many other people. When one make it, it's just another one added to the pot that we already made, the community of the love and the status and the hub that we already made, because we already name ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and it's like, this is all me, because I feel like what Pensacola missing is, like, Pensacola got to believe in Pensacola again, bro.
Facts,
nigga, we got talent here that we can do the same thing over there. Yes, I feel like the way things are now is more vital for artists to leave and get a name outside. But like those places, bro, they are where they are and how they are because people believe in those places, bro. And it starts at the house.
Nah, it does.
It starts at the house, bro. Like.
Now I will say, man, I love what Phil doing. Shout out to Phil Collins
for sure.
As the whole Pensacola Got Talent and giving not necessarily the newer artists, but artists that's really been doing their thing and got a name, giving them a stage to showcase their talent and to remind people how great the music is and how great it can be. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when a lot of artists around here, when they start getting serious and they start getting notoriety, or if they get business ventures or people come holler at them, a lot of them always come to me to get my opinion. Like, hey, Bone, you think I should do this? So that also lets me know that they look at me as an artist that has already made it or has the potential to be greater than what I am now. So I just feel like they kind of pay homage, and they'll ask me business questions, or should I pay this, or should I pay this, or should I deal with this person on marketing? So obviously I'm doing something right for a complete artist I don't even know to want to politic with me and pick my brain on business moves for their career. I like performing when the people know your music. That's a feeling, man. If you are like the Hog, or like Sook, or like Ray Allen just performed. That's my brody. Shout out to Ray Allen. They could probably all tap in with this. I want you to ask them that question too, man. It's like when you perform in front of a crowd that knows your music word for word in greater terms, it's exhilarating.
Yeah.
Like you feel bigger than life. You get the Holy Ghost. If people that don't believe in the higher power or whatever you believe in, when you get on that stage and you got the mic and you can put that mic down and they sing, you'll get a feeling that you can't describe, that you will never get experience anywhere else in life but when you on that stage and they know your music.
I was tripping on them Euros, on that shit. Ended up fucking off on my homeboy bitch. I hit a jug up in Pensacola. I turned up, pussy good up in Pensacola. She turned up, I ain't lying, she was a dime. I was really out my mind. That Molly made me fuck her one more time.
Hit a jug, now straight for the whole month. I just fucked a bitch that used to fuck my homeboy. I just took 4 Percocets, I'm about to throw it up. She ain't come to fuck with bitch, you should've showed up.